We're gonna just be talking like this.
But that worked. I like a mic.
Yeah, this is what. Yeah, you gotta have a good mic,
Like
man.
one of them big broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is
It does get deeper. Well, welcome to the Real Estate Roundup.com, my Roundup family. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are here another beautiful day here in Hampton, Virginia. Is that how you do it? In Hampton, Virginia. Round up. I'm just having a good time. We going crazy. Not leaving the house. D told me he been to two places. I go here, then I go there. We practicing social distancing in my own house.
Yeah. And I'm about 6 feet away, but that's like 3 right there.
Me and D are social distanced in my own house. I didn't want to make I feel like I wasn't. Oh, is it the echo? My bad. Let me do this. How about that now? Is it? Please let me know if it's an echo. D, you might have mute your mic, not your mic, but your turn the phone. You got your phone on and the thing? What you got it on? 1 2 1 2 1 2. It is an echo. Turn your volume down. There you go. Turn the volume down. 1 2. Yeah, that's better. It's still Mr. Covington. I don't know if we can be able to make him happy. We'll try. It's okay. Round up, y'all can deal with it. I mean, we'll just talk low. 1 2.
What does this button do? All right.
1 2. That's it.
Can you hear me though?
You know what we can do?
They say my mic is muted.
We'll do this. We'll both be on here.
Okay.
We'll go on this one right here. How about this? Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, I know you can hear that mic. That mic like pick up outside.
That's clean.
Yeah. You got it?
Mr. Covington. Brother Covington. How does that sound, brother? Oh, he said that's a good deal.
Good to go.
Let me leave this on. Round up. Thanks for joining us. This is your boy Haskell. Beautiful day here in Hampton, Virginia.
Yeah.
Delawrence, if you joined us last night, you remember that Delawrence called me with an issue that happened, and I just, as so much as I'm learning, I just want to bring to you up-to-date information on as this market is changing. If you didn't join us yesterday, I want to share with you Delawrence is doing some renovations, and he's going to talk to us very briefly about what happened to him regarding city inspectors. Roundup family, Delawrence Johnson, what up?
What's up, Chris?
How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Great. No coughing. I think my respiratory straight.
That's it. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, good. I went to the doctor today, Roundup, and they took my temperature before I would even walk in the door.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm. They had to stand me outside. I'm glad I went earlier, though. It's pouring down, raining.
Yeah. Dang, you need to do that.
Roundup. Not only do I want to tell you that this market is changing daily.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say, D?
Daily. I wake up every day just to look here at some other news that is either an update or if something's going to be closed down. Hopefully Lowe's stay open.
Oh, man.
Man, I went to Lowe's the other day. How many people inside Lowe's?
A lot of people there?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm like, social distancing.
Do you think it was investors? Or?
Well, I think it was a lot of investors. Well, I'm not contractors and stuff, but it was a lot of people in Lowe's. Yeah, packed. Man, it was like I went through there, and you can hear on the mic over the intercom. They were talking about COVID-19 and 6 feet and not out. Wow. Some people walking out with masks. It's so weird. It's a weird time right now.
I ain't been to Lowe's. I can imagine what it. Wow.
Mm-hmm. I went in there to get a toilet. I went in there with my hands in my pocket. I had a jacket on, put my hands in my pocket. Didn't want to touch nothing. Didn't want to get close to nobody. It's a weird time, man.
It's a weird feeling.
Yeah. Weird feeling.
I was telling you earlier, Roundup, we're going to get to the topic for the day, but Jessica Siegel earlier had a closing. Like my closing took place last week. But all of our investors aren't that lucky. She had a closing that was supposed to happen this week, and the lender wouldn't close the deal because, first of all, she couldn't get a CO from the city.
Oh,
Because the city inspector wouldn't come out and give it the CO.
Yeah.
That was another one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what today's class roundup was to talk to you about. What do you do when the city officials and the municipality is shut down? Can't get city inspectors to come out and look at the work.
Right.
With Jessica, I'm just like, what if you're going to closing and the whole world blows up like this? What do you do? What do you do? I mean, for me, I'm expecting. Thank God that wasn't all the money that I had, but usually when you got a big closing, you kind of have taken money from other places to fund that thing to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, what do you do? Where do you go mentally with that?
Oh man, I don't know, man. You gotta do. I would probably be shocked. I'd probably be sick. I had a big closing on rehab, and then all of a sudden, the day of closing, they can't close.
Before, but whatever, it was close.
It's close enough for you to be having your hands getting sweaty for that check.
You're already playing with that money.
Yeah,
but something.
Yeah, it's hard to get around, but I'm trying to figure out a way to get around it right now. Like, I'm actually hoping that this forum will help. If anybody even out there looking to even know somebody that can have these qualifications to come out and do some inspections on property.
Let's do it, yeah. So, Delawrence, give us the backstory. Typically, give us this picture of what typically happens to investors when they go out and do a rehab and have to interface with the city. Show us what it looks like before we get to today.
Okay. Normally, you
get your questions in two round up in that box over there.
All right. Normally, when you go out and start doing a rehab, you're going to start pulling permits, building permits, electrical, plumbing, especially if you have something to do with it. I usually do a lot of jobs that you got to do the whole thing. So
the whole thing meaning gut job?
The full rehab, good job, a lot, so you had to get the building permit, plumbing permit, electrical permit, mechanical, and these rough ends too, because you got to get one half and then they come back and inspect it again at the end.
From a roundupers that don't understand the rough end, give us 10 seconds on that, Dave.
A rough end is when you're putting stuff in first, like the initial putting it in is like being roughed in. You put it in, it's not connected to anything yet. And they just want to, when an inspector comes out, they just want to make sure you have it all lined up as far as things are connected right. Wires are in certain places. You don't have double grounds in certain places. It's just like a lot of small things. Yeah.
So is that before or after sheetrock, dude?
That is before sheetrock.
So there's no sheetrock in when the inspector does the rough in inspection.
Right. Most of the time the sheetrock is off because you got that plumbing, the walls are open. And this is before the insulation. Also, you don't have insulation in there. You just outside wall, studs, and now you got to put your plumbing in there and your wires, so you don't really have too much going on.
Gotcha.
But that's the rough end. So you have two parts to that. You got a rough end part that they're going to let you go ahead. And when they do the rough end, they're going to say, okay, you're good to go. So then you can either put your insulation in and close the walls, and then you get inspected on the finals, all the things. So, and that's making sure everything works. You turn on the water, you make sure stuff drains right, you cut on all the lights and HVAC and all that type of stuff. You just make sure everything is working.
So give me the process. Paint the picture for me, D, when you're doing a renovation. You're working, you got your framing, electrical going in, central heating and air getting duct work going in. You got the electrical going in the walls, plumbing going down through the floor.
Mm-hmm.
How are you interacting with the city while you're doing all this as work's being done? Generally, as the work being done, we get the initial inspection. Not the initial, I'm sorry. First you pull the permits, then you do the work, and then you call up the inspectors to have them come out and do the inspection. It's pretty much, it's easy. You really don't even see the inspectors until you call them. Usually they come out. Mm-hmm. Not unless you didn't pull any permits, then an inspector just pop up out of the blue. They will. Hey, what you doing over here? Oh no. That's stop work order for, bro. Yeah. Stop work order. Right. Other than that, they're not really messing with you until you call them and come back and tell them to come out and do the inspection. So you call them up. Next day they come do the inspection. Mm-hmm. Pass or fail. Pass or fail. If you fail it, then you got time to fix it, and you call them back
and they'll do it. If you fail too many times, actually you have to start paying for them to come back out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
3 times.
I think about 2 or 3 times. Yeah. But
so it's usually not a big deal. It's just you come out.
Call them, come out, you do it. Hey, you either passed it or you failed it. They give you, if you failed it, they give you some pointers to. Oh, not pointers. They'll tell you what to do to pass. You know.
Will they write it down, or can they just tell you verbally?
Actually, they write it down. They write it down on a slip with the pass or fail slip, and they write down all the instructions on the back.
Nice. So, what is at stake for you when you're getting these inspections, D? Tell me where your mind is. The inspector shows up, where you're at. Is money at stake? Is it time? Is it scheduling? You got somebody ready to come? Tell me what's on your mind when the inspector shows up to inspect these renovations.
Bottom line, I mean, a lot of stuff. Well, bottom line, the money's at stake because the longer you take to get an inspection done to pass it, the longer it's going to take you to finish the project, which time is money. Each day you can charge interest on your property that you have. So each day you getting charged interest every day. So anytime somebody not coming to work and you failing inspections a whole bunch of times and all this stuff, it's costing you every day. Every day. So my thing is I'm trying to get it done as fast as possible. And that's all I can think about is how much it's costing me.
When the inspector gets there.
Yeah, well, inspectors get there. I'm thinking, please hope they did everything right so they could pass the first time. Please.
Why is it so important that it passes the first time?
Then I know we can just go. I mean, we can just rock and roll and pass the first time. Okay, next, let's go. You know, next person in. If it passed that same day, then you know you can get the next person in either the same day, because a lot of times they come in the morning, or the next day. You can get your people rocking, just ready to just keep on going through. But you know, some people don't get inspections. And they just, you know, I see why sometimes, because hey, these inspectors can get real picky sometimes. So, but you know it's done right once they pass you, you know. Except this one time, you know. Do you know when I did Seward, the last property I rehabbed, it was like
I didn't go to that one.
You didn't go? Yeah, you never went to rehab, but yeah, I rocked it. But you know what? They passed my rough end, right? For the back, for everything. So we're closing up the so of course we closed the walls and everything. So the problem lied when we went to the final home inspection, where you know, people get a home inspected right before they buy it. So they came in and inspected. Why the hot water didn't work on the in the tub in the hallway?
Was it cold or was it not even on?
Nah, everything was on. The hot water worked in all the other rooms. It didn't work on the tub.
So just cold water.
Yeah. What happened was the original the plumber, they made a mistake and they didn't put the line over there. So yeah, we had to tear out.
How did it get cold water then?
Well, no, I'm sorry.
There was no water.
It was water there. The hot water wasn't connected. The hot water line. It was like either they forgot to connect it or they connected to both of them in the cold.
Both of them cold.
Regardless, right? It was already tiled up. Like, remember, we're at this is home inspection.
What was the back of the tub? What was it behind it?
We had this crazy. We put the tubs back to back like this. Like, it's 2 bathrooms. Just imagine the one tub is that way, and the other tub is that way. So it's really not a place to just go in there and fix it. You got to tear out the tile to go in there and fix it. You know what I'm saying? But that was the only way we can get 2 bathrooms in this house. It was a small house, right? So
was it a shower in the bathroom tub or 2 tubs?
2 tubs.
Okay.
The shower. Well, my point is, the inspector missed it. Like I would
the city inspector.
The city inspector. But you know, it's still the plumber's fault initially. But I would think that usually the inspector saves you on stuff like that. They'll catch that stuff before you close up the walls. But it just so happened that they didn't catch it before they closed up the walls. I tried the hot water. Called a plumber because the hot water didn't work. Called a plumber. They were like, "Dang, we gotta go into the wall, tear out all that nice little tile that was perfectly put up there, all that little tile, go in there and fix it, and then run out." But it kind of sucked.
Did you have to pay for that? The plumber's not going to take the tile out, no doubt, or fix it.
Well, Honestly, I got a good contractor, man. They understood it was initially their fault. Like it's initially the plumber's fault. You know what I'm saying? Even though the inspector's supposed to catch it, anything that happened, initially it was the plumber's fault, so they didn't charge me.
You're lucky with that. You got a good guy on that.
Yeah, I gotta give him props. He probably would never watch none of this stuff because he's not a computer guy or stuff like that. Yeah. Man, but he would never probably. But I gotta give him his props, man. He holds it down. That's my guy.
Let me real quick roundup. If you're just joining us, I'm just hanging out with Delawrence Johnson as we are quarantined. Delawrence did me a favor to come by here today and just tell you about this issue we're having with city inspectors not being available to come out and do home inspections on renovations.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so we went over what usually happens. So you're waiting. The main goal that you're looking for when you get your inspections, D, is to get your next draw on for your money, so you can continue the renovation.
Yeah. Because once that's passed, then it's okay to go to the next step. So usually either drawers are done and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can reimburse and stuff. So
all right.
Yes.
So let's fast forward to today, D. Let's fast forward. We're gonna get Delawrence's thoughts on the market too. He had some good points earlier about lease options, wholesaling lease options, and renovations. Stay tuned. All right, roundup. So, D, fast forward to right now. What's going on now as you're trying to get your inspections?
Yeah. So right now, on the other side of the water, we're trying to get inspections done, and they're not. Codes and compliance is open, but no inspectors are coming out to your sites.
Are they taking new building permits?
You can put in a building permit online. It's just the fact that you have to wait in order to get things inspected, and they don't have an exact date to get it inspected, which causes a work stoppage because we can't go to the next step.
Tell me how you found this out, though, because you didn't wake up in the morning and say, "Well, it's coming out today." I mean, did you try to get an inspection?
Yeah, well, the happened was we submitted information we submitted the inspection.
Okay, so you were at a stage in your reno
that is ready to get the rough-in inspection, so we can move on to put the insulation up and get ready to try to make it happen.
So what happened?
They sent us an email back, and the email came back and said because of COVID-19, we're going to be. You know what? I have it right here.
You can share your screen, dude.
Huh?
You can share your screen.
Well, it's on my computer.
Well, you want to email it to me? I can.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can.
This is cool. Roundup. I hope you're enjoying this. This is hands-on training. If you're gonna send me this email so we all see what it looks like when you do. I'm telling you, when you're doing these renovations, they are good money, but you are just at the whim of the market. You just never know if it's gonna swing your way or it could swing against you. So Delawrence is gonna email me that letter and Roundup, and thank you for supporting your boy, making moves. Don't forget, we're running half off special on all my training at my site right now. Every training we have, we offer all the documents are 50% off. Just use the coupon code HOPE. If you go over to chrishaskins.com, you get everything. Except my inner circle. I can't discount that yet, but we probably will.
All right, I sent it to you.
Give it to me? Okay. Let me pull this letter up for y'all.
Well, it's actually a written email.
Oh, and okay, I'm sorry. Come on. You sent it to KRZ. Which one you sent it to, dude? I got two that look the same.
Oh, okay.
Roundup, we're getting ready to show you this letter from the Code Compliance Office.
What you want?
KRIZ.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one. KRIZ 12.
Yeah. Okay.
You got it yet?
Yep, I got it.
All right.
Let's do this. Here we go, Roundup. Let me share this letter with you. This will be a good letter to read. Share screen. This is good stuff, isn't it, guys?
Yeah. This is actually matter of fact, I'm sorry. This is actually the letter. I'm seeing this is a second letter. This is actually a letter after I requested what can we do. This is not we're not going to do inspection until the 30th letter. Let me see. I do got that letter.
While our normal and customary practice is that third-party inspections. Oh, this is the second letter.
This is the second letter.
Okay.
They were telling me what I need to do.
All right.
So let me get you the first letter. Do I have that first letter?
coming back round up. If you get any questions, put your questions in over there and comments. I want to know what's happening in your market. What craziness are you seeing? If you don't catch this live in the chat box, just put it in the video description so I can see what's going on. I want to know. It's crazy out here. I'm like, real estate is.
Oh, here we go.
My mentor used to say it can be fast.
Let me show you this one.
Fast forward or fast rewind?
What? This was probably one of the permits. Not probably. This is one of the permits. This was what was this? What's permit? Building pre-inspection. So I had to get. Actually in this one I had to get a pre-inspection because we got a property that was already being done. They had already pulled permits on it. So and it was a like new construction. So basically they built on the same footprint type of deal. So when we opened the permits back up, they want a pre-inspection.
That's true. This thing is moving real slow.
Oh yeah, sure.
There we go. Okay, round up. Let me share my screen with you. You can see this email that came in. Okay, so you put the request in a few days ago. Due to the coronavirus starting Monday, there will be limited on-site inspections conducted by city staff. What does limited mean?
Well, they're saying they'll do what they're saying really is supposedly they'll do specific inspections. It's what I'm told, but I just haven't got anybody that's going to do no inspections for real. Yeah. It says limited on-site inspections. I don't know which one they're going. Who qualifies for it?
Look at this, y'all. Could you imagine? I'm thinking to myself, I'm doing a renovation and I can't get the city inspector out there. I'm hot.
Very. So so that's when the second letter came because I started calling around and seeing what is everybody doing, and I couldn't get no answers pretty much in the street. So I called Codes and Compliance directly, which they're still working. They just in the office. They're not coming out. I don't know if we can. One of my contractors, they did talk to the inspector directly, which told him they wouldn't do anything right now. But I haven't talked to an inspector directly. He did. I talked to Codes of Compliance, somebody that was working inside of Codes of Compliance. So that's when they sent me. I said, I heard that y'all have a list of third-party vendors.
What would that third-party vendor do for you?
The third party will come out and do inspections. Third party.
Pay them?
Yes, it's probably going to be a lot higher.
Yeah, I mean, how much is that, D?
I don't even know the price, but when time is money, it starts being like, hey, I gotta stop the bleeding. Yeah, just get it done. So that's when that's when I got the second letter and it was telling me where to go. So
now you know where to go.
But kind of, sort of. If you read that letter, it says you have to find your own person. You can do a third-party vendor, but you got to find your own third-party vendors. And in that second letter, the second draft of the email, it has in there their qualifications of what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? It's for somebody to qualify.
Well, I would think they would have a list of people already.
That's what I thought. And I asked them for the list of people. So, of course, they was going back and forth. It didn't happen right away. It took them,
days.
It really, the customer service person that was there, they were pretty much on it. It didn't take them days to tell me, but it did take them some hours. And when they came back, they said, we don't have any third-party vendors for you.
Wow.
You have to go find them yourself.
I don't know if I like that.
And here are the qualifications that they need. And that's when she sent me
I want to see the qualifications. I guess I could pull it back up.
I need y'all to see the qualifications because I want somebody to be qualified and call in or something. Can you call in on this? Call her.
Call in the hotline. Round up late night. The application must be completed. Blah blah blah. Okay, they may not have a direct relationship with the project. Inspection personnel must be approved in advance and be experienced in the aspect of construction or trade to be inspected, and must meet one or more of the following criteria: certified by the Virginia Department of Housing and Community Development, certified by the International Code Council, or possess other approved national certification. 3. Virginia professional registration. 4. Possess related trade experience, that could be me, education, and any other factors that would demonstrate competency and reliability to conduct inspection.
Now, you know what? The last one sounds pretty easy, right? Because that's like a lot of people. But they're not letting just any old body do these inspections.
I can do that my day.
Because it says on that thing, it says one or more, but really it's more. It's maybe if you got one of the qualifications as far as the housing inspection thing or something like that. But that last one, you're not going to get it with the last one by itself.
I got experience.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Just having experience of doing renovations, no, it's not going to qualify.
Looks like they got some form for them to fill out too.
Yeah, it's a form, but it's crazy because the form is not like a. It looks like an application form, but it's not. I mean, they say it's an application form, but it doesn't look like it. It just looks like a form that you use when you do the construction for the third party. You know.
This is crazy.
Like the access to Mike. What happened? I fell off.
You look good. That's good.
Oh
no, it didn't. The battery dead. So round up today, I literally wanted to share with you that this is what you're going. As I coach people in my inner circle, I'm getting calls now, obviously from everybody. Round up. This is what creates adversity, and it creates integrity in you, not necessarily integrity. Round up. These situations create integrity, not integrity like I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. I'm talking about the integrity like a piece of metal. You can't bend it. So Delawrence knows that this is a hurdle that he's going to have to get over if he wants to get this project done.
Yeah. The crazy thing about this. Crazy thing about really.
Music. 1, 2.
All right.
You got the echo back, y'all in the back here.
Okay.
1, 2. 1, 2.
It should be off now.
Okay.
I mean, all right. Yeah, if really take to me, the crazy thing is like you are the boss, so you gotta find it. It's like it's not too many. If you can't get nobody to answer the questions around you or whatever, you still gotta find it because you the person that's handling the project. And if it goes down, that's all your money. That's your money pretty much going down the drain. So you have to figure it out. Like it's not like I know this stuff automatically. Like I know who the inspector is or the third party inspector is going to be, but I guarantee I'm going to find it. I can guarantee it. I stamp it. We don't know him right now, but I bet you I have it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that. Anyway, I just think that's just a mindset you have to have regardless when you're going hard in this stuff, man. It's like all hurdles you jump over, you get across them. It's just another. I don't look at it as being super hard or stressful. I just look at it being it's just another thing I gotta do.
Another layer.
It's another layer I gotta do because it's always something comes up in real estate that you have to get over, but it makes you stronger regardless. So when I find this, the next time it's ever happened, and hopefully nothing like a virus and stuff like that happens again. But if it did, I would know exactly where to go, because I'm going to find out.
So, Delawrence, would you say that a lot of newbie investors may not be prepared mentally or kind of fall by the wayside when a lot of hurdles come up?
Man, it's funny because me and my man Chris Darden, that's my boy. We was talking about the same thing as far as being mentally strong in this game, and a lot of stuff that happened to you in here in real estate makes you mentally strong. Like you might not come in the game as strong, but when you keep running into stuff.
The computer or the phone? Nothing wrong with them. 1, 2.
Mic check.
There you go.
You still see echo?
Or it might be coming on your phone on your laptop. 1, 2.
Laptop on. Mic check.
That's weird. Go.
All right.
So you're saying you're talking with Chris?
Yeah, and we were just talking about how mentally strong you have to be. I like Ozark, right? It's a Netflix thing, and Marty is the main character. He's mentally strong. Like he goes through so much, and he's just mentally strong. You know what I'm saying? His stress level probably got to be crazy high, but it's just like this game makes you mentally strong. It makes you strong. Anxiety, like you can. There's been times that my anxiety will kill me on different things, but after going through all the ups and downs, you start to understand you can control that anxiety. You just know it's another thing you just get over. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It doesn't stress you out as much and stuff like that. But you got to go through something to not get stressed. You have to go through something, because the little small thing that happened to you, the first small thing that happened to you, you go crazy. If you know what I'm saying?
They're like this. Think like this. Stop whining, complaining. You have to get some integrity. It's going to happen. The world is going to fall apart. I mean, I guess from now on, I'm going to have to look at every renovation like, if the world falls apart, what are we going to do?
Right.
I can't believe the world is falling apart. This is really, really.
Yeah, this is so odd to me, because I eat out a lot, so I'm always sitting in the restaurants. The fact that I can't go into a restaurant, that's like my chill time. Yeah. It's weird. Like I feel like I hardly had nothing to do after my work time. It's like, what to do? I need to just work on some more stuff.
What are you thinking about? You're going to you're going to be looking at more lease options. I guess no money down deals, or what do you think?
Oh yeah, I was telling you, like my goal this year was just like kill the rehab game. I felt like this year I was just gonna go rehab back to back. You know what I'm saying? Just finish it back to back. So this is just January, February, March. So as you see, I just finished something. The end of the year, I was starting this one. Well, I'm almost finished with this one, and I was ready to pick up something else and just keep it going. Boom, 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 boom. And this happened. I'm talking about switch my whole game plan. So now I gotta look at the whole market different. I can't just jump in, just get and start rehabbing, because I don't know how many buyers are out there. I don't know how many people be buying, who can buy.
Where the market's going? Is it going down?
Is it going down, up? I don't, so now it's not like I'm not trying to rush and just get any, I don't get anything anyway, because I like particular houses, but it still made me think twice, even on the house I like.
Me too.
So now I think it's more going towards buying whole people, because usually when the market slows up like this and a lot of people can't get money here and there, or it's be less buyers here and there, the buying whole guys, they come out and they be like, let me get it, because I'm gonna hold it anyway. Let me get it.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, the buying whole people is like they in demand right now.
I'm cool with that. All right, round up. Make sure you get your strategy. Don't be out there trying to get a bunch of rehabs right now. I'm not saying, we just don't know.
Yeah, it's just uncertainty. That's what's crazy about it. Like, my man brought me a deal today. Any other time, I would have jumped on it immediately. Now I gotta think about it a little bit. Like, I gotta listen to the news of what's gonna happen, what they're gonna do tomorrow or next week. We even stretch the contract longer because we know that things are gonna be changing. So now, even with your contract that you're creating now, y'all, if you're doing something, you might need to stretch it out a little longer, because some buyers are not just gonna jump on it like they used to. You know what I'm saying? Before COVID-19, so your buyer pool probably done shrunk like this, and so now it's like, okay, you gotta really strategize and think about what your exit strategy is gonna be for real.
Okay, Roundup, you heard it for the thing. Delawrence, tell us about what would you recommend for newbies getting into the real estate business right now? That's a big question, because I'm like, I'm thinking about real estate, but I'm thinking about my other income, and I'm going to be actually creating a YouTube and internet marketing mastermind for my Rounduppers. So, what is your idea? Newbies.
For newbies right now, man. I would not be trying to do a rehab if I was new at this second, because it's so uncertain. Usually a rehab is going take you
An
at least
experienced guy is 3 months.
Yeah, I was about to say at least 3 months if you experience. Yeah. So you got the 3-month time frame that you don't know what's going to happen between March, April, May, June. And then you got when you finish it in June, July, August, September.
That's a good time.
But it's like you just don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to be more infections? Is it going to curve down? What's going to happen? Is people going to be scared to buy now? Are we going to have our jobs back and people going to be struggling because they're trying to catch up on all these bills from, they tried to bail you out with a little money. Was it enough? We'll know in 6 months though, if it's enough. We'll know, you know what I'm saying? What's going to happen for real? It's hard to tell. It is a good time to buy for owners. Yeah. If you want to live in it, it's a great time to buy. Interest rate down. You're going to be getting crazy deals out there. But as far as new people, I would wholesale them, and I would even think about buying whole list guys, landlord guys, and think about lease options and stuff like that. Wholesaling lease options, different things like that. But I mean,
I gotta love and hate. I love real estate,
but you still gonna have guys gonna buy in this market because they know they're gonna get a deal.
Yes, yeah, that's me. Yeah. Don't even come around unless it's at 40%.
Yeah, and everybody gonna use carnivores to get the number down low. You know that carnivore out here. We can't pay what we used to pay.
The corona. You are crazy, man. Mr. Covington, what tips do you have for a new construction building? That's my thing. I love new construction.
New construction.
I'm doing a video. Matter of fact, I've done the video for you. How about this, Mr. R. Covington? I'll release it this weekend. My 5 biggest mistakes doing new construction house flips. Thank you for sending that, Mr. Covington. If you make sure you hit the bell so you can get that video this weekend. It takes me hours to do my training videos, but this weekend it took me a lot of hours. So Saturday morning, I will release that one. Thank you, bro.
Oh, I gotta tell you the last thing I found out though. Last thing I found out about this about the third-party vendor is mechanical engineer, engineering firms.
Oh, mech engineer.
Engineering firms. They just recently told me to call all the engineering firms locally, and
them fools ain't never work that much either though.
They say that's where it's at. You got hold up. So lucky. Oh, that was cool.
Hold up, Trey. That doesn't count. You asked somebody's cell phone. I get to inspect the cell phone.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You was making a point.
But yeah, I forgot where I was at. Anyway, mechanical engineer. Mechanical engineer is the starting point right now to find a person that it's a starting point for me to find an inspector with the qualifications to be able to inspect properties in our area. Mechanical engineer. So if you even know any mechanical engineers, if you even know any mechanical engineers, come holler at me. Holler at your boy. I'm really looking for it for real, and there's a lot of other people out here really looking for them.
Right now.
Yeah, some people might have them, and I just haven't reached them. They don't, somebody might already found somebody can do these inspections. I
called my guy last night. He didn't know anybody. Roundups of Delawrence is putting out a notice. APB, if you know any mechanical engineers, reach out to him. How do they get in touch with you? Social media is going to be the best avenue to get to you, D?
Yeah, you can get through social media. Maximilia. I have to spell that for you. Or Facebook. Facebook, I'm on just Delawrence Johnson. I haven't put all my stuff the same. That was crazy. Social media just popped up on me. I started making up names. That's why I got Maximilia as my Instagram. I got something else. I'm like, hey, it don't matter.
It don't matter. Trayvon's house, the lender doesn't give him the money until you pass the inspection, but his lender just gives him the money when it's done. Well, you want to address that?
I didn't just make sure it's done.
Well, let my round up know that not all lenders are just going to say, hey, work done, here comes the money.
Matter of fact, all lenders are different.
Yes.
I mean, like some people have their inspection people to come inspect it. Even after your inspector inspected, they'll still send their person to go inspect it, which you have to pay for.
$150.
Oh yeah. Okay, so people do different things all the time. Like some people don't need it. Some people more veterans. Some people, if you got trust in your in a lender, maybe they just trust you sometimes and let you go your way if you just take pictures.
Maybe.
But every lender is different. Like
different.
From point to interest rate to how they do their drawers, they're different.
Everybody's different. So Trey, for my round-uppers, I don't want you to think that you're going to borrow money from a lender and not have to have an inspection. It's just not going to happen. You're going to have an inspection. And they want to see the city inspection too.
Yeah.
He believes Simards. Hey, Simards. He believes the pause of inspections is going to cause some people to do work without pulling permits. What do you think, Dave?
Yes, I think so. I really think so.
Be like,
for real. Oh, y'all not working? But I actually like putting permits.
That way, when you go to sell it,
it's done. Like I'm 100% confident.
Feels so much better, right?
Yeah. If you don't put permits, it's like the person could take a shortcut, and if you miss it, you don't know. You know how you put those little metal pieces by the wood, so the kick plate. They can, a person that's doing regular wiring, he just might go ahead and wire and forget the kick. They don't even care about the kick plate. You have to have it. Like, but just say you get the cheapest person, one of the cheapest people you can find, they ain't putting no kick plate. They just go through run the wires and you pay them, and next person come in there and try to nail in the wall, gonna get electrocuted.
That's all we got. My energy's low. No, it's raining. It's very nasty. And I didn't eat anything today. My energy's a little low. Sorry about that. Miss BSN. All right, Brother D, thank you so much for. If you need someone, just reach out. Y'all already got my email for coaching and consulting. But yes, I'm rolling out the YouTube Internet Marketing Mastermind. I'm creating it literally as I'm back in my office.
I'm so happy you creating that. For real. I'm happy you created that. Chris has been doing his thing on his YouTube, and I always come by like, hey Chris, when you gonna record this week? Chris, what you gonna, who you interviewing this week? He's just going, consistency is key. He's proving it, man. So, I would love to get that book because it's gonna help you out.
It's gonna be a subscription, so it's gonna be a flat fee for the next 8. I'm gonna do 2 months, and then you get 6 months membership. So I want to help you round up. Real estate is great, but I promise you, if anyone says that they can tell you what the future of real estate is for the next 6 months, I don't think that they're being honest. I don't think anybody knows what's going on. So I want you to have multiple streams of income. I don't want you to be stuck like some other people. Matter of fact, I'm telling you, Jessica Siegel, the attorney in New York, closing just did not happen. I got lucky. I'm blessed with mine. I got out of it. It's not going to be true for everybody.
Right. And I'm up here praying that I get through the rehab on this side, and that somebody going to be available to buy when the house is, ready. Like, I don't even know. I'm up here. The market and this stuff has got me. I had 100% of what this house was going to do. Certainty before COVID-19. 100. I knew what this house was going to do. At this point, I don't really know. Because I don't know how many.
Could go down 10,000. Could we go down 5,000?
Yeah, I don't know how many buyers are on the market right now no more. Because everybody laid off. Well, a lot of people are laid off. So that definitely the market is smaller. So more competition. They're gonna look at more houses because they're gonna have the pick of the litter.
Slow to buy. Well, luckily, that's what I think about renovators and investors like us. Our houses are vacant.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to worry about cleaning up when they get there.
Yeah.
And it's everything brand new, so they can come and show them at any time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, round up. Make sure you hit that bell so when we go live with this YouTube internet marketing, I promise you, if you ain't on the internet right now, you are losing.
Hey, I'm gonna be on there soon. I might start my little video like tomorrow. Chris is he's been motivating me, man. Every time I see Chris, I'm like, that's my boy right there. I need to be on the internet.
Thank you, dude. That's cool. It's an honor.
Woo. Yeah, no doubt, man.
I was talking a lot regarding video shots. Even the few videos we did, you were good at cinematography, storyboarding, and what is the other thing? When your shots. You know,
all the
director photography.
Yeah, the views and the ways of what I was saying. We gotta do a long view. We gotta do a short one. We gotta do a close up. We gotta. But you taught me more of simplicity, because even though it takes me longer to do all those shots and stuff like that, but simplicity is great, because a lot of people still relate. It's not like they turn away because it's simple. And if you're educating somebody, they want to hear the information. Yeah. So simplicity is big. So I don't feel like I have to do all those cuts anymore. To try to get out. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I just want to get out some information, so I don't have to do that. All those takes.
Well, one thing I learned is my mentor used to say, man, you can do all that editing. But at the end of the day, I'm one take. You know me, I'm one take.
Yeah, and I used to mess with you with that. Man, let's do it all in one shot, man. If I mess up, just keep it going. I'm like, no, man, you got to cut.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm like, you got to cut it and then take that out and put this in. And he's like, no, man, one take, man. I want to do one take.
Round up. Let me tell you. You want to make money? I'm all about getting. If you know me, you follow my content. Delawrence know me for a long time. I'm like, let's get this done right now. Let's go. Because at the end of the day, let's do it so we can go make money, as opposed to trying to make this joint
perfect.
That will murder you.
Yeah. I mean, actually, it murdered me too, because my mind ain't on the simplicity thing all the time. I think about all the work it takes to put the video together. I think of all the stuff I gotta do, and so it takes me. It's have taken me, because I haven't really even started, a longer time to start, because I'm draining myself in my mind thinking about all the different things I.
But you gotta fly in, you gotta compress something, you gotta take something out, you gotta cut here and move there. That can hold you. Matter of fact, I know a lot of videos that I've done in my mind. Mm-hmm. I've already recorded, never published them, because it's just so draining.
Right.
And you got to do the editing. And if you hire somebody, then you got to take that picture out of your head, put it down on paper, give it to them, and then if they don't do, man,
that ticks you off. Really, if they don't do it right after you did all that, you like, I could have did it myself.
Exactly. I'm like, man, just give me that.
Yep.
Round up, I'm honored that you allow us to pour into your life, bringing you value, because that's really all this is about. What value can you get when you give? So listen to YouTube. Please stay tuned. I'm only going to take a few people, because it's going to be live. It's going to be just like this, a private video chat room where we come on once a week. We're going to go over a lesson once a week. We're going to go over every person's case study. I'm going to literally have everybody in a video chat room like this. So don't even join it if you're not comfortable with sharing with other people, because that's where the goal is, getting the ideas from other people. We're going to be in these chat rooms. I'm going to have my board going over every lesson for the week and help you build your YouTube empire. I promise you, this YouTube thing, it's just, this thing cranks 24 hours a day. Mm-hmm. Right? And I want you to, I learned this, a lot of this stuff I got from Patrick Bet David, hanging out with this guy a couple weeks ago. All right, y'all. D.
All right. Hey, y'all be safe out there for real. I know we practicing social distancing right now, and I'm not seeing a lot of people that I usually see. But I just want to tell y'all, take care. Subscribe to Chris' channel. You know that's the man right there. And hey, hopefully I'll be seeing you soon and have maybe some videos for you. Give me some information. So hey, you gotta start somewhere. Just like real estate, you gotta start somewhere.
You do. Fastest way to get this thing done is to start.
Yeah.
Okay, Roundup. I love you. I'll see you soon. We got my hard money lender coming on. He's going to be telling us We got Mike coming on. He's going to be telling us how he's changing his lending guidelines. I've got a national lender coming on, telling you about the programs and the credit ratings that are changing every day. All right. So stay tuned. Hit that bell. Subscribe. Like the content. Comment below. What would you like to see on the channel while we're quarantined in our houses? All right, round up. Bye, everybody.
Peace.